Absolutely. Interestingly, it ties into a great word that's commonly associated with you, Mel. You know what that word is? Starts with an E, ends with a Y, and that trademark phrase, the extraordinary way.
The extraordinary way.
It is so exciting. The I.C.E. Awards look like a common, maybe that's why they talk to you about being the host for the evening, because it ties in so well, and you're out on a regular basis spreading the word of the extraordinary way.
Absolutely.
How do folks get in touch with you for that, to get out to come speak to their companies, Mel?
Well, come to my website. It's meltillar.com, www.meltillar.com. I'd love to come out and speak to your companies. I do a lot of speaking around the country. We focus on leadership, staff development, and customer service. Have a lot of fun with that. Done a lot of research about that over the years. We say the extraordinary way, how to achieve extraordinary results. It's not an accident. Those who achieve extraordinary results do so because they do certain things a certain way. And so what we do is we talk about those things that they do, how they do them, and that it is purely mathematical. When you do certain things in the right way, you're going to achieve extraordinary results, and we help people achieve those results.
Where'd you learn all this, Mel? Is this something that you picked up? Obviously, it's some of that's almost secretive because it takes a while. I mean, it's not just stuff you pick up along the way. Is it stuff you picked up early in life?
Well, clearly, it takes a lot of research, but I think a lot of it had to do with my time in the Marine Corps. That whole organization, that whole culture is about being exceptional. It's about being extraordinary, adapting and overcoming, not taking no for an answer, not accepting any excuse for not performing and that sort of thing. And I just became fascinated with this question. Okay, why is it that some people make it in such an exceptional way, in such an extraordinary way, and other people look just as good, okay, they're just as smart, they have the same kind of education and so forth, but they don't seem to have what it takes to make it in that extraordinary manner, and there must be an answer. And so I did a lot of research.
You know the answer.
I know the answer.
I'll pay you for that. Yeah,
I know the answer, and so I'm having a lot of fun as I go around the country now. And so I work with individuals, I work with companies, I help a lot of people develop their staff. Did that with Brad and his folks at
Myrtle Beach Area Chamber.
Myrtle Beach Area Chamber. Had a great time with them, and still doing a lot of work with them. So it's a lot of fun. And it was
to let folks know in on the secret.
I'll tell you, when you're doing that sort of thing and you explain it, and all of a sudden you see the light go on in people's eyes, it's absolutely priceless.
Yeah. There's a guy out in Vegas, David D'Angelo, who's a dating coach. A thing called Double Your Dating, and it's fascinating when you hear him talking. And of course, I'm always interested when you hear folks
like you need some help, right?
Folks talk about opportunities, and it's something that just seems so commonsensical to some is actually a hidden thing to others, something people can't even imagine.
It's really wonderful, because when I tell people how to do it, they'll just go, wow.
Yeah.
And you can tell that they feel it right in the center of their body. They can feel it, they hear it, and they know that it's truth, and they go, wow. I just never thought of it that way. And so when you put things together like this, they have to be simple, and you have to be able to explain it quickly and so forth. But typically, it's just something that people don't tend to think about. And so we have these programs and we put them together, and so we facilitate people achieving extraordinary results.
I think I saw it in a piece Joyce Armour done on you in an old magazine, Coastal Carolina Business Journal, a piece on you where she had highlighted, I think your public speaking began at age 4.
Yes,
a poem that your mother had taught you or had given you a copy of, which was exciting.
Yeah, Mom is a great public speaker and taught me at age 4 how to deliver a speech. And since then, I really haven't had any other speech coaches or anything of that nature.
Is that right? She was the kickoff.
She was a kickoff, and it was a very interesting thing. I gave my first speech in church. And all of a sudden, I noticed that I just had
Yeah.
everybody, and what
Wow.
they said was, that the church became so quiet that you could hear a pin drop.
Oh, wow.
Afterwards, people started applauding. They gave me a standing ovation. After the services, everybody came up, they're patting me on the head and that sort of thing. And I said, I might have something
I
here.
like that. Yeah, I like
That's not bad.
Wow. So not getting all those jitters and getting all the, or do you still even get a little jittery when you're getting in front of a big crowd? And maybe that's expected.
Well, there are always some jitters.
Right.
But what I started doing was just thinking about how grateful I was, and how fortunate I was to have this gig, and how fortunate I was to be able to stand in front of this group of people and impart this great knowledge that I've researched. And when you think of it in that way, you just kind of go out and you have fun. And so one of the things I do, I'm always grateful. I go through all of the do's and don'ts that they say that speakers are supposed to do and not do, and so forth. And at the very end, I relax and I just say, well, just be Mel. And I go out and I do my thing and I have fun. And it tends to turn out all right.
I love it, Mel. I want to get a little, we've only got a couple of minutes, so I want to get into the I.C.E. Awards. I'd like to talk about your band officer experience, but I think we're going to run out of time. We'll have to get you back another time to get back into that. And the experience of being in the military, particularly, I think you shared with me earlier on when you joined the Marine Corps,
Yes.
there were no black band officers. And by the time you became an officer, you were the third in
yes.
the history of the Marine Corps, which is
That's
a big
right.
coup, particularly with the 10 traveling bands, the one main band there in D.C., and the experiences of representing the American government or the Marine Corps worldwide. I think
Yes.
some of the exciting people I saw you play with, President Reagan, the king of
Tonga.
Tonga, yeah.
Yes.
And you've obviously been in front of some tight situations there.
And don't forget that we performed with the Rockettes in Australia.
In Australia,
yes.
yes.
The guys in the band really enjoyed that.
I bet. I think I saw in that same piece from Joyce that the Rockettes may not have done it for him, but when you started playing some of the old Australian songs, that it really brought the house down.
Yes. It was a wonderful experience. The Rockettes were a little bit sophisticated,
Right.
For that
The Australian
that crowd.
farmers.
Yes,
yeah,
that's right. Yeah, and we had the opportunity to study the audience, and so we knew exactly what material that
Right.
they would respond to, and so we had a great time, and really had a great time interacting and meeting the Rockettes and so forth, and it was fabulous. We opened up the NBA Hall of Fame.
Is that right?
Opened up Aloha Stadium. So
Wow.
we had some tremendous experiences there, traveling worldwide. And as you say, it's really quite exciting, honor, and humbling to represent the United States of America in foreign countries. And we had a chance to do that in Korea, Japan, Australia, and
Wow,
a
Mel.
number of other places.
I
So,
bet that was humbling.
it was a fantastic experience. Yes.
Well, there's, I think, 10 categories I saw for the I.C.E. Awards. We just got a couple of minutes. And, again, folks could call the 916-7318 number. Or I think you said they could go to myrtlebeachareachamber.com to
Yes.
see what those 10 are. They could even see now the 3 finalists in each of the 10 categories.
Absolutely.
In both business. So there's 60 folks now?
Yes.
Businesses and
yes.
individuals that have gotten letters saying you're a finalist in one of these 10 categories.
They're going to be there, and they are excited.
Oh, yeah.
You listen, to make this list, it is a big deal, especially making the inaugural list.
Absolutely.
To be the first. There's nothing like it.
I love it. You got some big sponsors. I think I saw Understanding Corporation, a
The Understanding
Chapel Hill
Corporation,
software
yes,
company,
yes,
which is
yes.
very exciting, and
Yes.
some other great sponsors, News 13 and HCC, a whole flurry of them.
Suncom, the whole business community has gotten behind us, and we are just excited that the business community is very excited about this. Of course, the business community is going to benefit from this greatly, but so will everybody on the Grand Strand. This is something that we all need to be involved in. I had a friend who recently visited Bermuda, and she was saying that when they would go around and just ask the ordinary guy on the street for directions and that sort of thing, people would thank them for coming, and they would say, "Hey, come back," and they were very friendly and very gracious and that sort of thing. And people sometimes don't realize that when they meet tourists, just walking around in a store, just bumping into people and so forth, it makes an impression. That's what we're going to do. We're going to raise the bar and let everybody know how important customer service is.
Impeccable customer experience.
Impeccable customer service experience.
I love it. I love it. Mel, thanks so much for being with us this morning. We will get you back another time.
I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Stay tuned to more Carolina People with Mel Tillar coming up next. I wanted to ask Mel, if he wasn't currently a professional speaker, a motivator, what he'd be doing, but we didn't. We ran out of time. We're going to have to get him back another time. But we did get to talk to him about the inaugural I.C.E. Awards next Thursday, January 18th, the House of Blues, 6 to 10. You can still get a ticket, I think. You better call today, though. Today, Wednesday. You better give him a ring, 916-7318. That's area code 843-916-7318. There's a great thing about inaugural events. You can be there to kick off, to see this Academy Awards type ceremony. Understanding Corporation and so many others welcome you to be there. Obviously, Mel joining in with the Myrtle Beach Area Chamber of Commerce and the Hospitality Association. Get out there next Thursday night, House of Blues. Give them a call.